And we want to apologize for the technical difficulties as it is 9-5. William Peace leads as Gaylord drains a three in Cash's face. 12-5, Peace out in front. Freshman Cash with the ball. Henry over to Cochran. Cochran 4-3 goes. They call it a two-pointer. Gaylord, nice dribble moves. Back over to Jones. Jones in the corner. Back to Gaylord. And a nice pass down low to Jones. He goes back outside to Sellers, defended by Contreras. Back out to Gaylord, 4-3. No good, rebounded there by Cochran.
Austin DeLucia passes to James Contreras. Goes up for that layup and just misses.
And so here's Cash the other way. To DeLucia. Out to Cochran. Cochran directing traffic. Mid-range jumper off the glass, no good. Foul called against Cochran. And I believe there will be immediate timeout, so we're going to take it here with them. We'll be back here at the Averett Sports Network.
And we are back here at the Grant Center. I'm Lindsay Fulcher, joined by Eddie Glenn. The score 12-7 against the William Peace Pacers as Averett trails here in the first half.
So Ferguson with the ball over to Sellers. Sellers to Gupton. Gupton. Peace leads 12-7. Over to Sellers. Sellers back to Ferguson. Ferguson gets Cochran off his feet. Wanted a mid-range jumper, didn't get it. Cochran ends up with the ball. He finds DeLucia. Shot didn't go. DeLucia's free throw is good. Ball to Sellers, who almost loses his dribble there. Out to Ferguson, 4-3. Doesn't go. Sellers with the ball, defended by Cochran. Layup doesn't go. Cash with the rebound. Cash the other way, 2-on-2. He takes it by himself. Shots blocked. That's number 24, Trey Bryant, with the big-time block. Ferguson defended by Jamal Ford. Outside to Gupton for three. No good. Cochran there. 4-point game. Peace out in front. Over to DeLucia. DeLucia to Cochran. Cochran takes the screen from DeLucia. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Rebounded by Cash. Cash to Henry. Henry, floater doesn't go. Ferguson over to Sellers for three. No good. Cash with the ball now. And here's Jamal Ford. Layup goes. Bryant with the ball, defended by Henry. Over to Gupton. Gupton takes the screen. The Sellers down low to Bryant. Bryant defended by Henry. Back out to Gupton, who wanted a three-pointer, didn't take it. DeLucia with the ball over to Cochran now. Now Cougars are on the way, down by 2. Big group substitution. We're going to have Best, Kettner, Contreras, Shoemate, and McAllister all come in for the Cougars. Ball over to Bryant. Back to McLean. McLean to Ferguson. Ferguson finding a lane and trying to find an open man. McAllister able to get a hand to it.
And Eddie, you see Coach David Duino almost getting in the game there, grabbing that ball after it was out of bounds. Can see how bad he wants this win for his seniors tonight and wants the win every night.
Most definitely, and Duino, one of the more active and animated coaches in our conference, but a timeout was called, Lindsay, so we're going to take a quick one here with them. We'll be back here at the Grant Center.
We are back here on the Averett Sports Network. William Peace Pacers against the Averett University Cougars, 12-10, first half here on senior night. You've got the Pacers who came out tonight working really hard, putting themselves in a lead as they go for that three there. And Samuel Arnold, the junior freshman out of Snow Camp, North Carolina, gets that rebound.
So 14-10 the other way. Peace with the ball. Shot didn't go. Shoemate on the rebound. Shoemate goes to Contreras. Contreras. His final regular season home game, so Contreras wants to leave an impact here. Over to Kettner. Kettner to Best. Best. Over to Shoemate. Shoemate over to McAllister. McAllister takes the screen from Shoemate, goes to Best. Or excuse me, goes to Kettner, and Shoemate down low. So Cougars trail by 2 now. And Ferguson drains the three-pointer.
TJ McAllister with the ball for the Cougars. Passes to Darren Kettner. Right back to McAllister. Ian Best gets his hands on the ball. Darren Kettner with the layup. And he's got it. Score 17-14. Your Cougars trailing just by 3. William Peace with possession.
So here's Jones with the ball. Best on good defense there. Ferguson off the screen. Three-pointer. No good. A crazy three-pointer there, Contreras. And he's didn't get the finish or the foul. So here's Ferguson over to McLean. McLean finds Bryant. Bryant couldn't capitalize. So Gaylord, Gupton, and Dunlap will all come into the game.
Darren Kettner to James Contreras. And it's good. And he will be fouled there.
So Sellers comes back in for the Pacers.
Diaby in for the Cougars as Contreras takes his first free throw shot.
A rare miss from Contreras there. Cougars trail by 1 now. A nice pass. Cougar basketball.
Burnett to McAllister. Contreras.
Mid-range jumper didn't go. Kettner there to save. And Contreras called on the charge. Ball up to Gupton. He had Ferguson wide open, but passed up the opportunity. Two-pointer. So 2016, Cougars trail by 4. So here's McAllister, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Goes to Burnett, 5 seconds on the shot clock. They try to find Diaby. Kettner's shot almost goes in. And so here's Ferguson. He goes to Gupton. Gupton for 3, doesn't go.
Burnett with the ball for Averett.
Turnaround jumper, in and out. So they go to Ferguson. Ferguson dribbling around, trying to find his own shot. This is Gaylord in the corner now. Gaylord to Sellers. Sellers. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Sellers has to create something here. Gave Burnett a shoulder and a shot. Shot didn't go. So Contreras with the ball. 2-3 zone here from William Peace. It looks like they're going more of a man coverage. Into Burnett. Burnett to Kettner. Kettner. Kettner, floater goes. Out to Ferguson they go. Ferguson didn't get what he wanted, so Gaylord with the ball now. 2-point game, Peace out in front. Outside to Sellers for 3, no good. There's Burnett. The change of speed on Burnett. So 20-18, William Peace leads. Full timeout call. We'll take one here with them, and we'll be right back. The Averett Sports Network.
And we are back here in the Grant Center. Averett versus William Peace. 2018, your Cougars trail by 2. James Contreras with the ball. Contreras, a key player for Averett, a senior tonight on senior night. Passes it to Austin DeLucia for 3, and it's good. That will put the Cougars in the lead by 1, 21-20 here at the Grant Center.
Jones, three-pointer goes. So Joshua Jones answers with a three-pointer of his own.
Burnett communicating with his teammates. Passes to DeLucia to Contreras. Vince Contreras.
Losing his dribble, but somehow ends back up with the ball. Trying to get the foul, but Lewis Patrick Mua sky high for the rebound, and Burnett sky high for the rebound. Mua there to save. Averett University rebounding right now like they've never rebounded before. Over to DeLucia. DeLucia for 3 in the corner, no good. Rebounded by Contreras. Contreras will go to the free throw line. And Lindsay, this will be our first chance to see some point fundraising here tonight. And it will come off the hands of Contreras.
And Contreras will make his first shot. I didn't want to say it too early, but like you said, he's stepping up to the point fundraising line, and he's typically one that you want standing there. You know he's reliable. And I may have jinxed him there.
So Burnett inbounds to Vince Contreras. Over to DeLucia. DeLucia back to Contreras. Contreras over to Burnett. Burnett will dribble around to DeLucia. DeLucia for three. Goes! Jones down low to Bryant. Shot no good. Bryant gets his own ball back. And so here's Jones in the corner to Bryant for three. No good. And now William Peace gets the ball back. Great showcase of offensive rebounding by both teams as the shot goes to tie the game up, 25-25. So timeout call, we're going to call one here with them right before LP goes to the free throw line. 25 apiece. We'll be back here at the Averett Sports Network. And welcome back to the Grant Center. I want to give the AU cheerleaders a shout out cheering the speakers over here. 25-25, 3:51 left on the clock. LP Moore will shoot the free throws. Moore misses the first one. DeLucia gets the rebound. Cash way downtown. Doesn't go. Cochran gets fouled and one.
And in case you guys couldn't tell by Eddie's voice there, he jumped up out of his seat with excitement. It's the kind of atmosphere we have here at Averett University.
Well, I tell you what, the stands are packed here at senior night. The seniors are going crazy. The freshmen are going crazy. The student section is loud. The cheerleaders are loud. And like you said, the atmosphere is just amazing as Cochran finishes the three-point play.
Score 28-25. Your Cougars in the lead by 3 here on senior night, looking to keep that lead and even make it a increased lead for sure. You've got Peace with the ball right now.
DeLucia trying to save that ball, and it comes off of number 11, Sellers. They're trying to get this ball to Ferguson. Outside they go. 3, 2, 1. Charge called. And Vince Contreras, just like his brother, so good at taking those charges.
DeLucia to Cash. Cash to Vince Contreras.
For a three, Contreras doesn't go. Ferguson on the rebound, 25-28. Cougars up by 3. And Contreras called on that reach-in foul.
Vince Contreras looking to fall in the footsteps of James Contreras as he has his senior night tonight. Very similar styles of basketball as they've been playing together since they were 3 years old, Eddie.
And that's a fact that I did not know. And LP Mua showing that he can absolutely jump out of the gym. And that's Sellers drawing the foul for his team. Harrison Cochran was called on that foul. Trying to find Diaby on the pick and roll was Cochran. When he turned the ball over, Ferguson for 3. Doesn't go. Ferguson with the utmost trust in his shot, and he goes for 3 again. Goes that time.
Cash to DeLucia. To Diaby. Cochran. Back to Cash for 3, way out there. And he earns 3 more for Averett tonight. 31-30 as Cash's three-pointer puts Averett in the lead. William Peace looking to bounce back there. Shot didn't go. Cash with the ball again.
Ferguson for 3. So after the timeout, Contreras, Kettner, and Ford are all going to check in, it looks like. So 31-30, your Cougars lead it. We'll be right back here at the Grant Center.
And we're back here in the Grant Center. Cash has the ball for the Cougars. Passes to James Contreras. Score 31-30. Your Cougars in the lead. 1 minute left in the first half. Darren Kettner back to Cash. Back to Kettner, who goes for 3, and it's good.
Kettner absolutely draining the 3-bomb there. Something he's so good at doing. Gaylord out to Sellers for 3. Doesn't go. Diaby on the rebound and back over to Kettner. Cougars lead by 4, 45 left in this game.
Montre Cash.
Kettner's mid-range jumper doesn't go. 30 seconds here. 1 second separates the shot and game clock. You got to think they're going to hold it and try and get Ferguson open.
Ferguson in his signature spot over here in the corner.
Gaylord took that ball all the way. So Contreras, 3, 2, 1, floater. And the shot goes.
Kettner helping that ball in there.
So 36-32, the Cougars with the halftime buzzer beater. Your Cougars are going to take a 4-point lead in the halftime, Lindsay. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back here at the Grant Center. And we're back from halftime here at the Grant Center. Your Cougars lead by 4. 36-32 is the score. A couple of quick stats here. Tyson Sellers leads his team with 8 points and 5 rebounds. Camden Ferguson with 6 points, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And Lindsay, you have a couple of stats for the Cougars?
I do. You've got Darren Kettner, who is actually on track. He has 11 total points this game and 6 total rebounds. Could be a potential career high for tonight.
And like you said, Kettner on pace to have 22 total points, which would be a career high for Kettner. What a day to set it on in senior night, as Kettner, Contreras, and Baker are all starting the second half off with Diaby and Burnett at their side. So B. Bakes in the corner. Three-pointer goes. Ferguson's three-pointer goes. And Lindsay, Brendan Baker, a career high in points already this game after hitting 2 three-pointers.
Absolutely, Eddie. Baker has been waiting a long time to get in this game.
And B. Bakes will come up with the steal. Over to Kettner he goes. Cross half court, they go to Burnett. Burnett's floater goes. And Kettner's shot goes. And Kettner's so good with the shot off his right hand. Ferguson wide open for 3, goes. Camden Ferguson absolutely tearing it up right now. Contreras mid-range jumper, drains it. Timeout call, 45-40 is the score. Cougars out in front. We'll take a quick break and be right back here at the Grant Center.
And we are back. Score 45-40. The Cougars in the lead by 5. William Peace with the ball.
So Diaby with the ball. Over to Contreras. Contreras back to Kettner. Kettner for three. Doesn't go. Diaby there to save him. And that foul will be called against Bryant.
And William Peace brought their fans with them today. You can probably hear them on the broadcast. As Diaby misses that first shot.
As a player, it's always good to have fans at your game, but when you can have fans at an away game, Lindsay, cheering for you the same way they do at home, it gives you an even better boost because you know they don't care about being in hostile territory. So Timothy Henry will check in for the Cougars now.
Darren Kettner. Contreras to Burnett.
And Lindsay, I don't know if you saw that, but Jalen Burnett wanted to dunk that basketball, but couldn't get the space that he wanted. So instead went with the easy layup. So 48-42 is the score. And this is Gupton with the ball. Gupton. And a nice block shot there from Burnett as the shot clock expires. So Montre Cash will check in for the Cougars. And Mikhail Gaylord will check in for William Peace.
Austin DeLucia will inbound to Cash.
So Cash will get the switch that he wants now with Sellers on him. Down low to Henry they go. And the shot goes. And Mikhail Gaylord's shot didn't go in. Sellers with the ball. Austin DeLucia called on that foul. 50-42, Cougars lead. We'll take a break here and be back at the Grant Center. So we're back here. 8-point lead for your Cougars. Over to Jones they go. Jones back to Sellers. Sellers over to Mikhail Gaylord. Mikhail over to McLean. McLean finds Jones. Jones over to Sellers in the corner for three. No good. So Montre Cash with the ball now. 4-3. Cash's shot didn't go. Contreras on the rebound. And his layup gets there. Contreras so good finishing around the rim. Bryant defended by Henry. Outside to Jones. Jones for three. Drains it. Contreras, mid-range jumper. Didn't fall, so here's Jones. Cross court to Sellers. Sellers finding Bryant. Bryant, nice post move. He gets fouled and one. So Ian Best and Jamal Ford will check in for Averett.
Austin DeLucia to Ian Best. Henry to DeLucia for three.
So Ford will inbound. Just a three-point game. He inbounds to Best. Best. And that blocking will be called against Bryant. And that will be his third of the game. Arnold checks in for the Pacers. Ball inbounded to Ian Best. Ian Best working around. Back to Ford. Ford over to Henry. Henry over to Cochran. Cochran for three. Off the front of the rim. And they say Howard was out of bounds as he was trying to rebound. And Mikael Gaylord speeding past this defender and getting the shot to go. Ian Best couldn't find the shot.
Score 52-51 as William Peace looks to take that lead. And they do.
So Burnett, Kettner, and Mua will all check in for the Cougars. And I believe, Lindsay, that they say it's not a shooting foul, so he would not get the N1 attempt. So ball goes out on Averett, so William Peace will get the ball back again. Contreras comes in for Ian Best. Mikael Gaylord shot goes. And so here's Burnett as William Peace takes the lead. Kettner around to Contreras. Contreras, nice spin move. Couldn't get his shot up though. So here's Ferguson. Back to Jones. Jones over to Gaylord. Gaylord. And Darren Kettner with the big time block on Mikael Gaylord. And Kettner will get teched up, but it doesn't matter. Gaylord called the isolation on Kettner, thinking he could take Kettner all the way to the hoop, and Darren Kettner wasn't having any of it. Kettner sent that to the football field with that block. Oh my goodness, a big time senior night block for Darren Kettner. I just can't get over it. Wow, Lindsay, what a block.
That was certainly a block, Eddie. I think for a second he thought that he was a volleyball player trying to get that hit or something. Score 55-52. William Peace in the lead.
Ball inbounded to Jones. Jones over to Gaylord. Gaylord.
And another foul here.
So Diaby will check in for Moore.
And the shot is good. The Cougars trailing by 4 as the Pacers have a chance to fundraise another shot here. Good as well, as the Cougars will now be trailing by 5.
And so McLean comes up with the steal. Camden Ferguson for 3. Camden Ferguson can absolutely stroke the 3 ball. He's not afraid to shoot from anywhere. And what a pass from Burnett to find Contreras. And that's Gaylord almost coming up with another steal.
And they're going to call a timeout here in the Grant Center. We will take it with them, Eddie, and we'll be right back. And we are back here in the Grant Center, 60-52. The Cougars trail by 8, but not for long if it's up to James Contreras, who currently has the ball. Contreras passes to Burnett. Burnett back to Contreras, who's going for 3. And it's in. Looks like it was actually just 2. My apologies.
And Kettner trying to get another block there. Hands just not long enough.
Cochran with the ball. Passes to Contreras. No good. The Cougar is going to be looking to Contreras several times, and that's just my prediction, Eddie, but knowing that he's their leading scorer and they're behind by 6 in senior night.
And as you mentioned, James can absolutely take a game over at the drop of a dime and put 20 on you like it's nothing. But James is taking sort of a backseat role so far, let his teammates play, and played very unselfish basketball up to this point.
Cochran to Kettner. Kettner to Burnett. Back to Kettner. Back to Cochran. Pass to Contreras. Jumper, and it's good. Cougars trailing by 4. Plenty of time left. As Cochran gets that ball.
And Harrison Cochran, one of the best defenders on the team, matches up with just about anyone. Cochran and Burnett, very good defenders. A lot of guys think they can take them, but it's just not the case a lot of times. Jones couldn't get his shot in. So back to the top of the key they go to McLean. And Jones loses sight of the ball, and the Cougars will get possession down by 2. As Gupton checks in for William Peace. And Bryant comes back in as well. The Pacers in the green tops and the green and white striped bottoms, and the Cougars gold on gold. Gaylord with the ball in the corner to Gupton. Gupton trying to find Bryant in the hands of the Cougars. Cougars trail by 2, 58-60. Cochran getting to get his shot to go. Kettner there to save, and it goes. And so just like that, 60-60, your Cougars have come back in this game. 8:45 remaining. We'll take a quick break and be right back here at the Grant Center. And we're back here, 60-60. As Gupton has the ball. Over to Gaylord, they go in the corner. Gaylord's shot didn't go. Bryant there to rebound. Jones outside. Or excuse me, that wasn't Jones. That was Sellers.
Kettner gets the rebound, passes to Cochran. In the midst of passing to Henry, it will go out of bounds.
So Vince Contreras comes in for Darren Kettner. So 60 apiece. And the Cougars have the ball. They can take the lead. Contreras. Gupton for three. And Peace takes the lead.
Contreras leading his team here. Passes to Cochran. Henry. Back off to Contreras. And it's in. That was James Contreras for two. 64-63. Both Contreras brothers in the game right now. Cougars doing really well at tracking the ball and staying with it.
And James Contreras and Darren Kettner both with 15 points apiece. Trey Bryant called on that foul. That's his fourth foul with 6:53 remaining. 64-63. Your Cougars out in front. So we're here, 1 point game. Cougars lead it. Inbound to Vince Contreras. Over to James Contreras. One-on-one matchup. Jumper falls. You have to put more than one on James Contreras, and if you're going to single up on him, put a hand in his face, because if you don't, he's going to burn you for 20 every single time. You have to put hands in the face of James Contreras, as well as Camden Ferguson. He doesn't necessarily care if he has hands in his face. Jones, corner for three. Good.
Such a close game here, Eddie. 66-66. And if that isn't unlucky, hopefully Contreras can change that. Passes to Cochran. Timothy Henry. 4-2, 68-66.
So 68-66, 5:55 left. We'll take a timeout here and be back in 30 seconds.
And we are back here at the Grant Center. The Averett cheerleaders just gave us the Cougar Rumble, which is always fun. Good way to pump up the crowd and, of course, pump up our players. 68-66 here.
Great hands in the face by James Contreras as he's on a fast break now. He finds Jalen Burnett, but Burnett couldn't keep a hold of the ball. And you mentioned the Cougar Rumble. That's every Cougar's favorite dance here, favorite cheer that the cheerleaders do. So 68-66, your Cougars lead by 2 points. So here we go with Gupton, defended by Contreras. Moving inside of 10 seconds. Shot didn't go. And Vince Contreras taking the contact and getting the shot to go. Vince Contreras saying, you're going to have to hit me harder than that if you want to knock my shot off. Outside Sellers. No good. And that's Mikael Gaylord. Bryant will check back in, as well as Camden Ferguson. Gaylord's shot is good, so he'll get another. So both shots go. 70-68, Cougars lead by 2. Ball knocked out of bounds by a pacer. Possession stays with Averett. And Jalen Burnett for 3. You don't normally see that. Back outside to James Contreras they go with a reset shot clock. James Contreras, mid-range jumper, and you know what that is, cash. And Mikael Gaylord called on a traveling violation. So timeout call, 72-68. Your Cougars lead, 3:34 remaining in the ball game. So 72-68, your Cougars lead. Got some discrepancy here about the number of timeouts remaining. So we've got it straight, 72-68. I believe they were telling Coach Duino he's only got one more timeout remaining. Ball inbounds to Jalen Burnett. Back over to Kettner. Kettner over to James Contreras. And he will be fouled. Camden Ferguson will pick up his third foul of the game. And if you're a Peace fan, you definitely don't want Ferguson fouling out. So here's Burnett. Over to Kettner. Kettner defended by Bryant. Bryant picks up James Contreras, loses his man with the spin move. And they're going to say that it went off of a William Peace player, so it's Averett basketball here. Cochran with the ball. 4-3. Burnett rising high above everyone to get that rebound, and so the Cougars will reset. And the Pacers coming up with the steal. And Kettner trying to get another block, but Gaylord with a nice fancy handwork on that layup to get it to go.
Score 72-70, such a close game. Senior night here. James Contreras pushes it to 74-70.
And James Contreras, anywhere from within the arc is pretty much money. Vince Contreras, great defense there against Ferguson. And the Pacers have to get a shot off, and they do. So 74-72, your Cougars out in front, 154 remains.
And we're back here, 74-72. Your Cougars in the lead. Cochran passes to Burnett. Senior night here at the Grant Center. Kettner to Cochran, back to Contreras, who gets the layup.
And James Contreras has come out in the second half and is absolutely tearing it up. It's been virtually unstoppable. James Contreras with 21 total points. Vince Contreras called on that foul. So that will send Ferguson to the line. So here's Burnett, 2-point game, 76-74. Your Cougars do lead in this ball game. Cochran. Shot goes. So 4-point game, under 1 minute to go now. Camden Ferguson. Three-pointer, no good. Gaylord there to save it. And you've got to think most shots are going to come through Ferguson here. And the shot there from Sellers goes. 8-second differential from the shot clock and the game clock. 37 seconds on the clock. 4-point game. 2-point game, excuse me. Burnett to Contreras.
We're on the edge of our seats.
Turnaround jumper. No good from Contreras. 10 seconds on the clock here. You can't give up a three-pointer. Over to Sellers they go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and a turnover from the Pacers. William Peace trying to go down low to Bryant. They turn the ball over. Timeout called, 1.3 on the clock. 78-76 is the score. We're going to take one here with them and be back at the Grant Center. And so we're back, 78-76. Your Cougars are winning by 2 with 1.6 seconds remaining. Cochran, Kettner, DeLucia, and Contreras all on the court, as well as Baker. And looks like Coach Shields had an issue there. Mikael Gaylord called on that foul. DeLucia will step to the line. If you're a Peace fan, you have to hope that DeLucia misses one or both of these, and he makes the first one. So 3-point game here. And now if you're a Peace fan, you have to hope he misses this one, and you can get the ball in the hands of Camden Ferguson. So timeout called by Peace. 0.8 of a second left on the clock. 3-point game, your Cougars lead. And on the court for the last time in a regular season game will be Kettner, Contreras, and Baker, all in the game here. And what a way to go out. And out of the game they come, and what an ovation these guys will get as they come off the court. Such a good senior class for the Cougars all 4 years. 2 rings combined with all of them, almost 60 total wins. And so here we go, 4-point game, 0.8 of a second. And Ferguson couldn't get his buzzer beater to go, so 80-76, your Avery University Cougars win the ball game. The Cougars actually go to meet William Peace on the 13th, or excuse me, on the 15th, 7:30 at William Peace. So just a quick turnaround. So these two teams are going to see each other in just 2 days. We ask you to join us tomorrow as women's basketball plays, and then Thursday as the wrestling team wrestles at 7 p.m. We're going to take a quick break and bring you back the post-game wrap-up. And with it being senior night, we're going to focus on the seniors in tonight's game. Darren Kettner, 15 points, 7 rebounds, assists, and a monstrous block down low for Darren Kettner. James Contreras, 23 points, a steal, 3 assists, and 5 rebounds. And how about it, Brandon Baker, 6 total points. That's a career high for Brandon Baker on senior night. And what a way to leave, Lindsay, with a win in your last regular season game in the Grant Center.
Absolutely, Eddie. I know it meant a lot that Brandon Baker could play with his brothers today. James Contreras and Darren Kettner all have been friends this entire college career. Not only that, but in high school as well. In fact, committed to Averett, some of them together. So it's a big deal that he was able to come back and play with them tonight. And I know that'll mean for a wonderful recap for me.
And absolutely, so 80-76, your final score. Your Cougars win it, and they will advance to 13-11 on the year. So, and 7-8 in the USAC competition. So, Lindsay, it's been great calling it with you. Your basketball senior night here tonight. And so for everyone in the sports information department, my name is Eddie Glenn. We want to wish you a very good night.